just when I thought the XSE was going to be the best-selling model, this guy shows up. This is the XLE Premium, not the XLE. The XLE has been discontinued. The XLE Premium is the 2026 model here, guys. So this particular model is the ice cap. This one has the light gray interior, guys, which is a pretty good looking interior, I have to tell you. You have 3 interior colors and you have 7 exterior colors.
But this may easily end up being the best-selling model because it has everything you might need as a family vehicle. Maybe using it to go back and forth to work. Maybe you're a 2-person household. Maybe. That's a lot of maybes on this vehicle, guys. But this one comes in at a lower price tag, and you can get a front-wheel drive and a all-wheel drive in this model. So that might be a game changer, guys. Let's dive right into why the 2026 RAV4 XLE Premium just might be the slayer of all the RAV4s. You're gonna have a color key front grille on this model here, but you won't have your fog lights, guys. But you do have your sensors on the front and the back for parking sensors. Also have your LED headlights. Now you won't have the accent lighting here, but hey, I can get past that. 18-inch wheels right here. These are gonna be a metallic gray color, guys. So has your matte black over fenders across the top, as you can see. Piano black on the mirrors. Integrated turn signal. Blind spot monitoring is standard. You're gonna have your automatic lock and unlock on the front doors, not on the back. So you got cladding down below right here. So let's walk around here to the back. So as I mentioned before, you do have your sensors on the back, which is nice. Same design here as far as your LED lighting. More piano black across the back with your RAV4. Backup camera is standard. So on some of your models, like on the XSE, you're gonna get accents here. You're gonna get overlays and accents here. So your HEV is gonna be in black, XLE is gonna be in black. But in the back here, so power back door, which is nice. No kick sensor though, guys. You won't find a kick sensor on this model, but you do have your buttons where you can lower it. You can raise and lower it. So you have a tonneau cover back here in the back, or privacy cover. Full size diameter spare. And just like in previous models, if you've been following my channel long enough, you know that you can take this privacy cover and you can take these out right here and you can store them right in the back, guys. So just in case you need it, you can store it right in the back. So how convenient is that? Have some rails up top. Panel roof is an option on this model, guys. So that's one of the reasons you might want to go with this model here. I don't have to go to the XSE. I can get a panel roof in this model here. Now, usually included with the panel roof, if we look on the inside, it's going to be a digital review mirror. How crazy is that, guys? That's insane. So not only can I get a panel roof in this model, I can get a digital review mirror. Now, you cannot get the upgraded audio. So if you want that, you're going to have to go to the XSE. So that's one of the reasons that might be one of the reasons you might want to go with the XSE model, guys. So 10.5-inch display here, that is standard. No option for the 12.9. 12.9 is an upgrade. Your 12.3 is standard across the board for your digital gauge cluster here. Driver attention alert, look at that. That's a high-end feature. So you have that. You have your Toyota Safety Sense 4.0, so you have that. And you have your traditional setup here across the steering wheel. So you have your dual zone climate control, that's standard across the board. And here you can open up both sides from driver and passenger, and you can even flip this over here, guys. So that's gonna be a standard feature that you're gonna see on your RAV4. So makes it nice and convenient. So if you need that convenience of that, you can. Here, so you have your regular sort of manual shifter there. In your upper end models on the XSE as well as the Limited standard, you can get your shift by wire toggle, okay? But in the other models, this is what you're gonna get, guys. So 6-speed transmission, 45-watt USB-Cs there where you can charge your phone. Plenty of storage here. So right underneath, plenty of storage there. That's a charger. You have your drive modes. You have your EV because this is a HEV. And then you have, of course, you have your automatic slip differential. Check that out. That's something we've been seeing in the Tundra. So it's going to apply those brakes and it's going to transfer to whatever wheel that has traction, guys. So that's a really cool feature. All your models, whether or not they have a forward-facing camera or not, or panoramic view monitor, as we all know, will have the driver recorder camera. And that drive record camera will actually record anything in front of you and also use the backup camera to record behind you as well. So that's always there, guys. That is a feature. There's no subscription or anything like that. That is a standard feature on the RAV4. Have your heated seats on this model here. No ventilated seats. Ventilated seats are only available in the the XSE and the limited model. So you have a home button here. You have your Drive Connect. You have your music, your Bluetooth right here where you can connect your phone, and then you have your settings right here. So if you've seen my video on YouTube, guys, I've done a deep dive on this Arene software, showing you everything in there, guys. So if you haven't seen that, make sure you check that out. But there's so many options in here, guys. So shortcuts where you can actually activate your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. You can change whether or not you want the dash, the infotainment display brighter or either a little bit darker or whatever. So many settings, guys. A lot of settings. Down here, you do have a lot of features that we've seen before, such as your electronic parking brakes, your hold button right here. You got extra room right here, so nice and deep cup holders right here where you can lay sort of things in if you need like some keys or something like that, if you want to do that. But guys, while I'm thinking about keys, check this out right here. So I discovered before that Toyota actually has a NFC switch, which you see right here, guys. That is an NFC switch right here. That awakens the car, and you can also start the car with that. Now, that key, that card is actually available on the XLE Premium as well. So now we've seen it on the XLE Premium. I've been told it's available on the Woodland as well, the XSE, and also the Limited, guys. So 4 models so far that have the NFC switch, guys. So check that out. So I have a video on my YouTube channel as well. Check that out. It's really cool how you can start that. And it's for convenience, guys. It's not to take the place of anything. It's all about convenience. Whether or not you're hiking, whether or not you're going to a big game, hey, put it in your wallet, put it in your shoes, something like that. Somebody mentioned before, hey, what if your wallet is stolen? Now they have access to your car. Well, put it in your shoe. You know, if somebody steals your shoes, then it's really bad. But, you know, put it in your shoes, guys. That's a nice, convenient place for it. If you're walking or something like that in the park, that's a nice, convenient place for it, guys. You see you have a lot of features here that we saw in similar places on the 5th generation. This particular model does not have any memory seats or anything like that, so you have to go with the higher models if you want that. But very soft material here, so soft touch material on the doors here. I mentioned before, this is your light gray here, so you're going to see light gray there and across the dash. So you have that in the black, and you also have it in a harvest beige, okay? So let's look in the second row here. In the second row, soft touch material here, pockets on the back side of the seats, which is nice for convenience. No heated seats in the second row. You have to go to the Limited model, but you do have some USB-Cs there with some vents in the back, so keeps you nice and cool. If you need to fold the seats down, you can fold those seats down in a 60-40 split. So you can still maintain some of that seat there and still fold this down if you need the extra space, guys. So that's pretty nice. So now this particular model here, guys, here's something that you don't know. For the first time in the RAV4, you can get a front wheel drive and a hybrid. You couldn't get that in previous years. So in previous years, everything was all-wheel drive. Well, this right here is a front wheel drive, guys. That means your engine, instead of being 236, it's gonna be 226. It's still above the horsepower that you saw in the previous generation, which was a net combined for 219, okay? So if you need to tow, instead of 3,500, it's 1,750, so you can still tow with this vehicle, guys. So let me just give you a nice sort of profile of this vehicle, just so you know how nice this vehicle is, guys. No wheel upgrades on this vehicle that are available, but it's a very nice model, guys. You can get a lot of options on this vehicle, and you don't have to go to the higher trim levels. And that's at a low price point, which is a plus. On this model here, guys, it's gonna start at $38,975 before your options and before your delivery. Still a very, very budget-friendly car, as you can see. And like I said, we have 7 different exterior colors that we can choose from on this model, unlike the XSE. XSE is very sporty, but it only gives you 4 color choices and 1 interior color choice. With or without the fog lights, you got your sensors on the front and the back. You can get a panoramic roof. You can get a digital rearview mirror. You can get the wireless charging. You can get so many things on this car without breaking the bank, guys. That's the goal, isn't it? But what do you guys think of this vehicle here compared to the other vehicles I've shown you before? Is this a vehicle that may be the best selling because it's the lowest cost of ownership? Plus it has so many options on it that you can get without necessarily going to the higher trim level. So why wouldn't you go with that? It makes more sense. But guys, thanks for joining me and reviewing the 2026 RAV4 XLE Premium. Don't you call it an XLE. This is the XLE Premium. The XLE is gone, guys. So for 2026, you have the XLE Premium. It has your Softex interior. This is your first trim level that actually has your Softex interior. Found this video helpful? Make sure you share with family and friends. But thanks for joining me. You can find me right here on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Threads right here at Under Drives. We'll see you next time.